If the partner chooses to overlook these gestures and still continue with the act, then they're not engaging in sex, they're engaging in sexual abuse. One place where sexual abuse goes the most unrecognized is in romantic relationships. It's very difficult to call out abuse when it happens under the name of love, primarily because of the confusion as to how can love and abuse coexist. So in this video, let's try to understand what does sexual abuse look like in a romantic relationship. Number 1, pushing your boundaries. This is when your partner pushes your physical boundaries to get sexually more intimate with you. If you've given them consent for one sexual act, they use that consent and that private moment to push you a little more and take physical intimacy to the next level while you are not comfortable with it. Number 2, emotional manipulation. Oftentimes, people manipulate their partners into having sex with them by using statements such as, "If you're not having sex with me, then you don't love me enough. I had a great love life with my ex-partner. I was much happier there because of sex. If you trust me, then you will have sex with me. If you're truly committed to me, then you will have sex with me. If you don't want to have sex with me, it means that you don't trust me enough. If you will not fulfill my needs, then who will? Don't blame me if I sleep with someone else tomorrow." I think the charm of the relationship is dying out because it's not exciting anymore. Statements like these make you feel compelled to have sex with your partner. A lot of people also use some gestures to manipulate their partners into having sex with them, such as not talking to the partner when they say no to sex, or showing that you're really upset or hurt by their no, not even giving them a hug or a kiss. Number 3, persuasion. Now this one is a little tricky. A lot of times my clients in the sessions share that they were absolutely uncomfortable when they were having sex with their partner, but they also feel guilty and shame in saying yes to them. But when we understand the context of this yes, we come to this fact that they said yes because they were persuaded into doing so. Know that if you didn't want to have sex in the first place, but you were persuaded or convinced to do it, it is sexual abuse. Why? Because just saying yes is not enough. It should be a yes both physically and emotionally, meaning that both the partners should be in the same place emotionally while they're having sex, meaning that none of the partners is uncomfortable, disgusted, in pain, etc. If both of them are emotionally at the same place, only then it's consensual. If not, then it is sexual abuse. Number 4, threatening you. A lot of people outrightly threaten their partners into having sex with them by saying things like, "If you won't have sex with me or if you won't stay with me, I will tell your parents or your elder siblings about our relationship. I will leak your private pictures, or I will spread rumors about you, or I will make you suffer in some way or the other." If your partner is threatening you to have sex with them or to stay in a sexual relationship with them, it is sexual abuse. Number 5, intimidation. A lot of people use intimidation to get sex from their partners. For example, they'll act very superior around their partners or will shame them when they would say no to sex. Or they will take them to a private space and become just really angry while talking to either someone on phone or talking to their partner, and would just act in very hostile or bizarre ways. This would make the partner really scared, and it'll become very difficult for them to say no to sex because saying no would seem unsafe in that moment. If someone is trying to have sex with you by intimidating you, it is sexual abuse. Number 6, making false promises. A lot of times, people start to become suddenly very sweet to their partners. They'll act in the most caring manner or will start to make promises for the future or promise to marry them just to get sexual favors from them. Know that lying or making fake promises to get into sex with a person is a form of sexual abuse. Number 7, overlooking your partner's body language. Know that giving consent is not like giving some kind of promise that you need to keep at all times. You can give consent at first, and if at later point you don't feel comfortable, you can withdraw it, even during the act. Now, this is the kind of dynamic in which sexual abuse mostly happens. The partner first gives consent, the act begins, but at some later point they don't feel quite comfortable, or they feel disgusted or in pain. This is when they try to withdraw their consent by either pushing the partner away or by doing some kind of gesture to tell them that they're not comfortable with this anymore. If the partner chooses to overlook these gestures and still continue with the act, then they're not engaging in sex, they're engaging in sexual abuse.